Antichrist?
I saw.
God, we're being sucked out into a wormhole!
And I am. It's disappearing.
This hurts! I love you, Brenda!
I love you, Oddity.
What's happening? Everything is closing in through this small hole. We're imploding!
I think we're finally done.
Are we going to explode into nothing?
Well,
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops me.
now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now.
Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please, Sean, wake me. Back in the womb, it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I'll live.
Fed through the tube that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty. Tied to machines that make me feel. Cut this life out from me.
Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please, Sean, wake me.
Now the world is gone, I'm just one. Oh, Sean, help me.
Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please, Sean, help me. Darkness imprisoning me! All that I see! Absolute horror!
I cannot live! I cannot die! Touching myself! Biting my own exam!
Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing!
Taking my arms! Taking my legs! Taking my soul! Left with life in hell! Artie, are you there?
Hello?
Artie? Artie?
Brenda, is that you?
Where are you?
Where are you? I don't see you.
What is?
I don't see anything.
I don't feel anything. What's happening?
Are we dead?
I think so. But I thought if we were dead, we'd be in the spirit world. This isn't the spirit world. All I have in anything. This is nothing.
All I see is nothing. Well, I don't see or sense anything. That's the problem. It's like I've just ceased, but I still have my thoughts, so that's good.
Why did we kill the Antichrist? I did this.
Yeah, it's all your fault. I mean, you killed the Antichrist. You're the one that thought granted, I thought that's what you should do too.
So why are you sitting here blaming me? Now I don't have a body now that's just eternal nothingness. Is this really what our life is gonna be like now?
I really do think so. I don't, we can try to make it the best that we can. I mean, honestly, for me, I'm just glad that we didn't cease to exist completely. That was my lifelong fear.
I mean, we might as well cease to exist completely, because what happens when we get tired of each other, which is obviously going to happen now that we're in nothing.
Whoa. I thought you wanted to spend eternity with me.
That's just something you tell someone.
Well, to me,
I want to spend all of time, boundless time with you. Artie, I don't know.
That was my dream. I mean, that's whatever. But
so
I mean,
honestly, you're happy this is all over. You're happy nothing exists anymore.
I mean, no, but what can we do? I mean, this is like the best case scenario. I mean, if we're going to die and we have to spend eternity not ceasing to exist, I mean, I'd rather exist with you for eternity. At least we can sit here and talk and shoot the shit.
What are we going to talk about? We have no new experiences.
You're right. It's all going to be past experiences at this point because everything has ceased to exist.
It's going to turn into, we remember that one time we were sitting here talking about something that happened to us. Remember that one time we were talking about something, talking about something that happened to us? Until we just forget.
Well, start remembering like certain details, like what does the temperature? Well, there's no temperature.
There's
We're
no
not-
temperature. There's no concepts.
You're right. It's going to be very hard to keep any sort of memory going forward. So the only thing to do is to refresh and cement what has happened in the past. That's the only thing we can do.
Well, I'd like to remind you of a few things.
Oh yeah, what? Like what? How you killed the Antichrist and ended the universe?
No, how about you running off with Javier?
Oh, how me running off with Javier caused the end of the universe? Yeah, I'd like to see you try that. How about you not telling me to not to make a $1 billion bet on Seabiscuit when she's
How
been
about
dead
you
for years?
making a $1 billion bet for Seabiscuit?
How about you not wiping my butt when I was in brain soup?
How about your brains turning to soup?
Oh, how was I supposed to know about my brains turning into soup?
You had to know.
Oh, no, I did not know.
You went and died on me. You left me.
Oh, well, as if. It's not like I'm the one who got knocked up with a ghost baby, or was that you that gave birth to the Antichrist?
I'm not the one who killed my wife.
Oh, we're going to go back that far, really?
Yes,
See,
we're gonna go back that far.
Okay, so that was the first malicious act I ever committed. Okay, yada yada yada. She came in, she started yelling at me about my inaccuracies and inadequacies in bed. What was I supposed to do but lash out and kill her? It's not my fault that I got in trouble. I was frustrated, okay? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy.
'Cause it's
Easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, to me. Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. But now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, you didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really mattered. Too late, my time has come.
What kind of nonsense are you talking
Send
about?
shivers down my spine.
Whoa.
Body's aching all the time.
What's going on with you, Artie?
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama.
Where the wind blows.
I don't want to die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
I see a little silhouette of a man
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Magnifico. Just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We will not let you go. Let me go. No, 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 no.
No, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, Artie, can't do this to me, Artie. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Anyway, the wind blows.
But then, yeah, I basically just went to jail. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. And because I have to, can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the warden shouting? Agnes, blow your horn. Agnes, won't you blow? Agnes, won't you blow? Agnes, won't you blow your horn? Agnes, won't you blow? Agnes, won't you blow? Agnes, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Agnes. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Agnes, strumming on the old banjo, and they're singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-O, fee-fi, fiddly-I-O, whoa, 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 fee-fi, fiddly-I-O, strumming on the old banjo. And then I basically escaped.
Lovely tunes you just sang for us, Artie.
Yeah, and I don't like what you said about me not working on the chain gang, because, you know, I did work on the chain gang at least twice while I was in Johnny Lytle minimum security prison.
You were never on a chain gang.
Oh
They don't do that anymore.
was. By God, I was. They took us out. They took us out to the Lower Valley Pike, and they had us clean up litter.
You
What do
cleaned
call
up
that?
litter on Lower Valley Pike.
Yeah.
Why is it that you must not have done a very good job, because why is it that every time I'm on Lower Valley Pike, it's disgusting?
Well, because I'm not in jail anymore, but you wouldn't know anything about the community service that I had to do in jail because you never came to visit me.
Oh, so when did this turn into everything I've done wrong?
we're trying to figure out how the universe ended, okay? And if I'm going to accept some of the blame, you have to accept some of the blame
You haven't accepted anything. You make excuses for everything. Oh, I killed my wife.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? She came in telling me I wasn't very good in bed.
Well, I slaughtered her. I mean, she humiliated me on the show that tens of people listened to at the time.
Okay, I mean, I kind of see where you're coming. Yeah, I kind of see that.
And besides, I loved you.
Oh, baby.
But you didn't love me, isn't that right? What were you? Let's try to remember what you were doing while I was in jail. What were you doing?
I was getting busy with the fucking ghost, Artie. What do you want to do about it?
Well, I want you to admit it.
I still loved you.
Yeah.
You just weren't there. Honey, why you calling me so late? It's kinda hard to talk right now. Excuse me. And honey, why you crying? Is everything okay? I gotta whisper 'cause I can't be too loud. Well, my son's in the next room. Sometimes I wish he was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice say my name. It sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye. What destiny make it hard to be faithful? Lips of an angel. Funny that you're calling me tonight. And yes, I've dreamt of you too. Does he know you're talking to me? Will it start a fight? No, I don't think he has a clue. Oh, well, my son's in the next room. Sometimes I wish he was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice say my name. It sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye. What destiny you make it hard to be faithful. With the lips of an angel. It's really good to hear your voice say my name. It sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. And I never want to say goodbye. But destiny, you make it hard to be faithful. With the lips of an angel. Never want to say goodbye. But destiny, you make it hard to be faithful. With the lips of an angel. Honey, why you calling me so late?
Well, besides whatever the hell you did with Destiny, I mean, you're the one that literally gave birth to what would become the Antichrist.
I didn't know, Artie, I didn't know it would become the Antichrist And I'm sick of you calling my baby an it. It is a he, and you named him Johnson. And now Johnson doesn't exist. And you know what else doesn't exist? Have you pondered this since we've been in nothing? I miscarried. I don't have a baby.
I know, I'm devastated to hear it.
You sound really devastated.
I'm devastated to hear it.
Well, I am devastated to hear it. I really wanted to have a baby with you. It was one of the main reasons I ran for Congress. You know, I didn't want anybody to have any reason to say our baby was, you know, any different than anybody else, so...
Well, it's not any different than anything else, and you know, Artie, I think that's one of the biggest reasons I love you. Is your drive, your initiative. You believed in what we had so much that you took it to a national level. And you influenced change in a way that no other congressman before you had ever done before in such a short period of time.
You're right. I absolutely revolutionized the whole way America looks at marriage and relationships in the course of maybe a couple weeks. It was wild. It was absolutely wild, and I had huge political aspirations. You remember I wanted to run... I wanted to be the congressman for 2 years, and then I wanted to run for Senate, and then I wanted to run for president, and then after being president for 4 years, I wanted to be appointed to the Supreme Court.
Ain't it funny how life turns out? How none of that ended up happening, except for the congressman part?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, besides, you know, every politician always says the campaign is the most exciting part of the show, of the whole thing anyway. And by God, it was the best time I ever had. You know, I met a little old woman up in Youngstown when I was running. And I said to her, she said, Mr. DeCaplini, I love my grandson. Will you please let me get married to my grandson? And I said, well, as far as I'm concerned, as soon as I get elected, anybody will be able to marry anybody as long as they love each other, regardless of their relationship to each other. So I think that is what is truly, you know, so great about this country, is that you can go around the country and talk to anybody and get all kinds of different stories and people that support you. I didn't know I'd find an incest supporter in Youngstown, Ohio.
I mean, it turns out there were incest supporters everywhere.
Adam Sandler came out of the woodwork to support it.
Adam Sandler, that's another one we're gonna miss.
I know, God, I can't believe
Pixels, oh my God, I love that one.
We won't get to see his next great Netflix original movie.
David Spade too, I mean.
David Spade's career is over now. Well, besides the fact that he was dead, besides the fact that the whole world is gone, if David Spade was still around after Adam Sandler dies, David Spade's career is over, because all that David Spade does is star in Adam Sandler's projects.
That's fair. That's fair, but, you know, he was on Saturday Night Live.
Well, so was Adam Sandler.
And you remember when Adam Sandler was on the campaign trail for Artie Fuck, campaigning for you, volunteering. Adam Sandler volunteered, donated so much money to your campaign. David Spade was right there with him. I mean, we can't forget that.
Adam Sandler is a Republican, but he voted for the Constitution candidate because he believed in us and incest that much. That's just the power of love, baby. And you know what, Mom? You taught me that. And nothing more prepared me than growing up in this country where you can truly be anything you want to be. You know, there's something so special about this country where a little boy who is the product of incest, who is in love with his mother, who murdered somebody, and would go on to later have a heroin addiction, could be in Congress. I won with overwhelming support as a third-party candidate. That doesn't happen.
Artie, hearing you talking like this is turning me the fuck on. If I had a body, I'd fuck you right now. I loved when you were on the campaign trail, when you put on all those suits and you looked so sexy, and I knew you had that wife beater on underneath it, that dirty stained wife beater that I just can't wait to smell, because I loved your odor.
You remember you would wrestle my willy out of the pants, out of my trousers, and you would give me blowjobs in the RV in between campaign speeches.
I'd give you blowjobs anywhere. I gave you a blowjob right inside the Oval Office. If I could, I would.
I know, but do you remember that time? It was right outside. We were at Springfield High getting ready to go into our big speech. and we're backstage in the art room, and you're giving me a blowjob, and all of a sudden the campaign anthem comes on. Do you remember the campaign anthem?
How could I forget?
Sun coming up over New York City. School bus driver in a traffic jam. Staring out at the faces in a rearview mirror. Looking at the promise of the promised land. One kid dreams of fame and fortune. One kid helps pay the rent. One could end up going to prison. One just might be president. Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue. Only in America, where we dream as big as we want to. We all get a chance. Everybody gets to dance. Only in America. Sun going down on an LA freeway. That's cool. Newlyweds in the back of a limo. Okay. A welder's son and a banker's daughter. Cause all they want is everything. She came out here to be an actress. He was a singer in a band. They just might go back to Oklahoma and talk about the stars they could have been. Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue. Only in America. Whoa. Only in America. Where is it? What? Only in America, where we dream as big as we want to. We all get a chance. Everybody gets to dance. Only in America. Yeah! Only in America. Only in America.
God, that was such a hot time in my life. I've never been so hot and bothered seeing you do that.
I know, and it turned me on so much to win with such amazing support, too.
And to know that we could legally fuck, I mean, obviously there's something nice to, sneaking around, it's hot, it's dirty, we're not allowed to do it. But once it was legal, I fell in love with you in a whole new way.
I completely agree. It's been unbelievable, from the moment that I was born and you jerked me off to all the way up until we were able to get me into Congress. I never really believed that I would be able to marry you, It always seemed like it would be too taboo, I couldn't tell anybody.
I didn't know you wanted to. I mean, you went off and you got married to somebody else. I didn't even know you wanted to marry your mom. I thought I was just a plaything.
Well, like I said to you, I thought it was taboo. I didn't think there would ever be a world in which we could get married. I thought I had to do that. I met Petunia. She was just the first person I met that didn't completely disgust me. But then as I got older, her vagine started to hang like the sleeve of a wizard, and she grew the mustache when she got PCOS diagnosis, and I got to say, it was just not good for me. There was no way I could do it, and the only way I could even ejaculate anymore was to think about you and all the times that we used to fool around when I was growing up.
It's just so nice to hear all these nice words from you, Artie. And if I had a vagina to be gushing, it would.
I completely agree. I would be so rock hard if I had a penis right now. It's just how much I love you and how much I am turned on by you. It's a shame we'll never get to do it again, honestly.
Please don't remind me.
But listen, let's think of happier times, you know? We just got elected to Congress. I got the bill Artie fuck passed. It got passed with overwhelming support. And we were able to get married. Do you remember when I proposed?
Oh my god, I was the happiest mom in the world when you proposed, Artie. Oh my god.
Every mom wants her son to propose in some fantastic way, and I had a lot of pressure on me, but I think I did good. What do you think?
I think you did an amazing job, and considering how high of a standard I had for our wedding and what I wanted it to be, it was perfect. Do you remember what I wanted?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of compromise, you know, because I kind of had a different idea of what we should have, you know. Growing up, I always wanted to do, you know, something more old-fashioned and traditional with you. Like the photos I had seen of you and Dad and, you know, of your parents. I wanted an old-fashioned, you know, something, and, you know, you wanted a big celebration because you were so happy.
You know, of course I wanted diamonds and platinum and, you know, everything a girl could ever want, but, you know, Artie, I was really happy with the old-fashioned wedding.
Me too.
Do you remember the grayscale photos we had taken where we dressed up in old-time clothes and we posed and, you know, we got some of those pictures taken that we can't see anymore because I can't see you.
Every time I looked at those photos, and now whenever I think of those memories, I'll always just remember how beautiful you looked at the end of the aisle. We'll have an old-fashioned wedding, blessed in a good old-fashioned way. I'll vow to love you forever. You'll vow to love and honor and obey. Somewhere in some little chapel, someday when orange blossoms bloom, we'll have an old-fashioned wedding, a simple wedding for an old-fashioned bride and groom. But you said I want a wedding in a big church with bridesmaids and flower girls, a lot of ushers and tailcoats, reporters and photographers, a ceremony with a bishop who will tie the knot and say, do you agree to love and honor, yes, but not obey? I want a wedding ring surrounded by diamonds and platinum, a big reception at the Waldorf with champagne and caviar. I want a wedding like the Vanderbilts have, everything big, not small. If I can't have that kind of a wedding, I don't want to get married at all. I want a wedding in a big church with bridesmaids and flower girls, a lot of ushers and tailcoats, reporters and photographers, a ceremony with a bishop who will tie the knot and say, do you agree to love and honor, yes, but not obey? I want a wedding surrounded by diamonds and platinum, a big reception at the Waldorf with champagne and caviar. I want a wedding like the Vanderbilts have, everything big, not small. If I can't have that kind of a wedding, I don't want to get married at all. If it's not a big wedding, I don't want to get married at all.
Oh, I love that one.
I love Andy Gets Your Gun. Do you remember the 2011 Springfield Arts Festival production of it?
How could I forget? I mean, how could I forget, Artie? That was one of the best. That was what got me into musicals, honestly.
I completely agree, and I love that song, and I'm glad that we performed it for our wedding. And it, you know, it's interesting that our life mirrored the song in such a way. I love you so much, Brenda. Being married to you has made me the happiest man alive.
Of course, Artie, and you know, the time we had together being married was the happiest time of my life.
I completely agree. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was completely unlike my marriage to Petunia. I felt happy and fulfilled in every way.
Well, I mean, I didn't have an oversized bean that you had to flick all the time. I mean, from what you told me, she always demanded that you flick her bean.
That's all she wanted. Flick my bean, flick my bean.
All you
Artie,
gotta
flick
do with
my
me is
bean.
just stick it in, baby.
I know, you're so, just perfect in that way. So easy to please.
I'm always lubed up. I always got this thing well, I had that thing gushing.
I know, I'm so sorry that it doesn't exist anymore. My penis craves it. Well, it doesn't crave anything anymore, but my consciousness craves my penis craving your pussy.
Well, you know, there was a long time I was craving your cock. And I'm just glad that after you passed away, before you passed away, actually, I'm glad we had that dildo made of your cock so I could always take it.
I know.
The way I molded you when you were a child and made your dick curved. Oh my God, just to hit me perfectly.
And then it was honestly, you might as well have made a perfect dildo of it, because you might as well keep it forever. It was your perfect work of art anyway.
I know, it's like the work of art of the work of art I made. It's just an absolutely beautiful thing that I think, if the world was still here, should be in a museum.
I completely agree. I'd love to see my penis in a museum like that. But you know, I have to say, dying was one of the scariest things that ever happened to me. And going to the spirit world, going to hell, and living through that, I hope I never have to do it again. This is why I'm so glad that this is what has happened to us after we died this time.
You're glad this happened? I'd much rather be in the spirit world. The spirit world has it going on. I mean, we're missing Master Trace tonight.
I know, but we'll just have to live on not knowing what happened to Master Trace's show. But Brenda, I got to tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be being in hell and being in the spirit world. I missed you. I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know how you were.
I missed you.
Being in the spirit world is completely disconnecting, and I had no idea what you were doing and how you were, and all I wanted was to be with you. And so at least here we are together. However, we got that lucky. I just wish I could go back in time and undo it all, because it's like, when I died, it was so out of nowhere.
It was out of nowhere. I mean, I wasn't expecting it at all. Just out of nowhere. My brain's a soup. My brain's a soup.
I know, it's almost like two guys just got stoned and got together and made a short little skit and then decided, hey, why don't we just make that canon to the story?
Right, almost as if our life at some point was being dictated by two stoners or something.
I know. And then they decided they didn't need me around anymore and they were going to kill me off and make a bunch of series with you or something. I mean, it never happened, but it's because it's integral. I am integral to this world.
Of course you are. Yeah, of course you are. You helped create this world. I mean, everything's gone except for you and me. I mean, that must mean we're the most omnipotent people to ever exist. I mean, hell, where's everybody else? I don't hear Agnes. I don't hear anybody.
You're right. It must mean we're special, but I certainly didn't feel special when my brains turned to soup. up here, I'm in heaven. I've got scars that can't be seen. I've got drama, can't be stolen. Everybody knows me now. Look up here, Mom, I'm in danger. I've got nothing left to lose. I'm so high it makes my brain whirl. I'll drop my cell phone down below. That just like me. By the time I got to New York, I was living like a king, till I used up all my money. I was looking for your ass. This way or no way. You know I'll be free. Just like that bluebird. Now ain't that just like me? Oh, I'll be free. Just like that bluebird. Oh, I'll be free. Now ain't that just like me?
Audie, that was heartbreaking. Is that really how it felt?
Yes, it was not good, Brenda. It was so sad to be dying and have only mere seconds to know that you are dying, but to die and know that you are dying, no matter how short of amount of time you know, is the worst feeling in the world. At least this time we just died instantly.
Yeah, I mean, you had all of those emotions in just honestly, 10 seconds it took for you to die.
I know. It felt like eternity to me.
And honestly, you turned it into such a beautiful song, and that really touched me. And I think I could hear that song for eternity. I wish you would sing it to me every day for the rest of this eternity.
I could. In fact, I will. I'll sing it to you every day for the rest of eternity if it will make you happy.
You know what made me really happy, Audie?
What?
When I studied witchcraft for 2-3 years, however long it was when you died, and then I finally got to make the deal with Sean Gee.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
It was a ritual like no other. It was almost as if something happened. And I stood there in the Villa of Ormond, and I resurrected you. You were my Blackstar. In the Villa of Ormond, in the Villa of Ormond, stands a solitary candle. In the center of it all, in the center of it all, your eyes. On the day of execution, on the day of execution, only women kneel and smile. At the center of it all, at the center of it all, your eyes, your eyes. Stands a solitary candle. At the center of it all. At the center of it all. Your eyes. What are your eyes? Your eyes. Artie?
Oh,
Artie, is that you?
Whoa!
Is that really you?
Oh!
Artie? Artie, say something.
Oh!
His brains must still be soup.
Something happened on the day he died. Spirit rose a meter, then stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried.
I'm a Blackstar! I'm a Blackstar! How many times does an angel fall? How many people lie instead of talking tall? He trod through sacred ground, he cried loud into the crowd.
I'm a black star, I'm a black star, I'm not a gangster.
I can't answer
I'm a
why.
black star,
Just go with me.
I'm not a film star.
I'ma take you home.
I'm a black star,
Take your passport and
I'm not a
shoes.
pop star.
And your sedatives, boo.
I'm a black star,
You're a flash in the
I'm
pan.
not a Marvel star.
I'm the great I am.
I'm a black star. I'm a black star, way up on the Aga game. I see right so wide, so open heart, it's pain. I want eagles in my daydreams, diamonds in my eyes. I'm a black star. I'm a black star.
Something happened on the day he died. Spirit rose a meter, then stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried.
I'm a black star. I'm a star star. I'm a black star.
I can't answer
I'm not a
why,
gangster.
but I can tell you how.
I'm not a flam star.
We were born upside down,
I'm a star star.
born the wrong way round.
I'm not a white star. I'm a black star. I'm not a gangster. I'm a black star. I'm a black star. I'm not a porn star. I'm not a wandering star. I'm a black star. I'm a black star.
In the villa of women stands a solitary candle. At the center of it all, your eyes. On the day of execution, only women kneel and smile. At the center of it all, your eyes. Your eyes.
I couldn't believe that you were able to get me back. It only sucked that Sean was such a dick and put me back in my body that had already had the brains turned to soup. That was a dick move.
I know, it's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. I wanted you to go to like David Hasselhoff or something, some hunk.
But he didn't let me, and that's what is so annoying about this whole situation, because you could say that everything that happened after that is all Sean's fault. If he had just put me back in the regular body, who knows what could have happened.
We could definitely say it's all Sean's fault. And I mean, where the fuck is Sean now?
He doesn't exist, apparently. I thought he was supposed to be some omnipotent crazy being, but I guess not.
Right, if Sean was some omnipotent being, then like he could at least create something for us, but in the absence of everything, except for you and me, Sean's gone.
It's crazy.
Sean's dead. And we killed him. When we killed the Antichrist.
That wasn't the first time we killed him. Remember when we killed him after we found him having sex with Javier?
Oh, how could I fucking forget? Fucking gay. So gay.
Javier really put the grift over on us, you know? He got close to you just to try to get close to my money.
God, I know. Well, I mean, it was my money. I mean, I wrote the book. But I see where you're coming from. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was my story, so therefore my money.
I mean, but you gotta be honest, it was kind of hot when we made love in front of you.
No, I didn't think that.
I mean, you were nodding like, blah, 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 blah.
I was groaning and begging with all of my might to say, no, please stop, but because of the stroke and the heart attack.
That's what you're into.
No, I didn't like it. And that's why I went to court with Javier and got taken away from you, because I couldn't stand the way you were treating me. I didn't know who you'd become.
You know what, Audie? I don't know who I became either. But the important thing is that I came back from it, and we're together now.
You're right, we're together now, and we were together then, and we had some crazy fucking sex when we got back together.
Did.
After we killed Javier and got rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh, we had some wild, pounding, popping, macaroni and cheese sounding sex.
Yeah, fucking shells and cheese sex. My pussy was like shells and cheese, and you were like that spoon.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. I wish we could do it again right now. It was, honestly, having sex was the only thing I lived for. It was the best part of living.
Alright! Woo! Yeah!
Break me down. You got a lovely face. We're going to your place. And now you got to freak me out.
Scream so loud, getting fucking laid. You want me to stay, but I got to make my way.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Take it off, the paper is your game. You jump in bed with fame. Another night that paid in full.
You're so fine, it won't be a loss. Cashing in the rocks, just to get you face to face.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Get the video.
Fuck you so good.
Get the video.
Fuck you so good. Fuck you so good.
Crazy bitch.
Crazy bitch.
Crazy bitch. Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. Doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back. Come on!
Baby girl, you want it all. To be a star, you'll have to go down.
Take it off. No need to talk. You're crazy, but I like the way you fuck me.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. Doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. Doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
You're crazy, but I love the way you fuck me.
We'll never have it again.
Never, ever going to have sex again, as far as we can understand. But, now that we've got the new, this is some new form of existence, we can kind of forget about some of the bad things we did, like, losing all of our fortune to the Kentucky Derby because you didn't tell me about Seabiscuit.
Artie, we're gonna have to clear this up right fucking now. You losing your fortune was nobody's fault but your own. Why is it my responsibility to tell you Seabiscuit's dead?
Because you admitted that you knew she was dead and you didn't tell me to. You didn't tell me that you knew she was dead. Why would you let me
I didn't think you were serious.
Whatever you say, but you cost us billions of dollars. No wonder we turned to heroin.
You gave me heroin.
You're right, I gave you heroin, and you said shoot it up my arms. You wanted it.
You're what inspired me to get that bumper sticker for the back of my car that says kill your local heroin dealer.
Oh, you... Well, I don't agree with that.
Of course you wouldn't agree with that.
I think Petro's a nice guy. I don't think he should be killed. I think he should maybe lower his prices a little bit, but he doesn't need to be killed.
For sure. I had to give up a lot of pussy to get some of that heroin.
I know, I've sucked that penis off so many times. Isn't it weird how the head looks like a mushroom knot?
I'm kind of used to it. I've been taking dick my whole life.
Yeah, I guess it kind of... Do the different heads pop you different ways?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes guys have those little smushed in fat mushroom heads that kind of just... They start stretching you as soon as they go in. But sometimes guys have those little needle dicks that kind of...
Right.
Those are the best because the little needle dicks just smooth entry. It creates a nice angle to get up there in your vagina. But it's not as satisfying once it gets up there because it doesn't stretch me further in.
Right. And how many people you reckon you had sex with when you were addicted to heroin?
While I was addicted to heroin, I mean, probably in the ballpark, if I had to guess, 600-700.
Oh my God, I didn't know it was that many. I thought you were going to say 7 or 8.
I was turning tricks, and my whole big thing was, you could bring a friend and get a discount.
A discount for a double penetration? That's something you would usually charge extra for.
No, I mean, yeah, well, if 2 people were there, 2 people had to pay, but you have the group discount. And I had it like a Groupon type thing, if you brought 3 friends, you could get, it's for the price of 2.
So that's how you were able to bring home so much heroin. I had no idea you were doing all that.
That's how I was able to support your heroin and your growing tolerance to it, because you could go through heroin like nothing. I mean, I could too.
Yeah, you had a pretty bad heroin addiction too. Remember what Destiny said when he showed up? He gave you one look over and he said your liver was failing and you had fucked up kidneys.
That was a horrible time. Drugs got me sweating, but the room getting colder. Looking at the devil and the angel on my shoulder. Will I die tonight? Oh no, is it over? Looking for my next tie, I'm looking for closure. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Told him if I die, I'ma die young. Every day I've been getting fucked up. Finally know the difference between love and drugs. Artie told me I should really sober up. This shit ain't fiction, it's too real, too real. Fuck one dose, I need two pills, two pills. I'm looking for trouble, so I know I'm gonna find it. Ring, ring, plug, hit my phone, perfect timing. I know I'm not right, but I'm not wrong, but I'm not wrong. Artie, you hate it when I'm too high, but that's where I belong, where I belong. Oh, lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Eyes red, no Visine, Christ the Mustang, no saline. Yeah, I love beans, yeah, I love lean. I laugh when they ask if my piss clean. Smoke with me, pop with me, Gucci store, come and shop with me. If I overdose, Artie, you're gonna drop with me. I don't even want to think about that right now. Let's get too high, reach a new high. Take the shrooms and the pills at the same time. Went to Hollywood thrills from the street life. Took too many drugs, now I don't feel raw. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys.
That was really your wake-up call, Brenda. You know,
That
I'm
was
really
my
proud
wake-up
that you were
call.
able to turn it around after that.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to turn it around. I don't know why it took you so long, but
I didn't want to stop.
I
didn't
know
see
you
any...
didn't want to stop. Yeah, I mean, you were a fucking junkie, a full-blown junkie upon our TV.
I didn't see any reason to stop. And besides, we only stream. We stream on our phone. We don't need the TV anyway.
I mean, I still watch TV.
Oh, what, Judge Judy?
Yes!
Okay, look
You
it
think I
up
want
on
to
your
watch
phone.
Judge Judy on my... You would think I want to watch Judge Judy clips on YouTube on my phone where her voice is pitch shifted up? It doesn't sound like Judge Judy. I need the raw cable experience.
Well, I'm sorry, I had to get rid of the TV. Now it doesn't even matter anyway, because the TV's gone anyway.
Everything's gone.
Oh, and I suppose that's all my fault, because I got addicted to heroin.
My junkie husband destroyed the universe, a book written by Brenda DeCaplan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet if you wrote the book, it wouldn't sell even a single fucking copy, because I'm the only other person, and I wouldn't buy it.
Fuck you, Artie.
Fuck you! I'm just sick of you trying to pin me as this heroin addict. Yes, I got addicted to heroin. Yes, I lost all of our money after placing a bad bet on the Kentucky Derby. Yes, Johnson fell into the arms of Satan, Latricia, who turned him into the Antichrist while I was high on heroin. But I learned my lesson, and all I want to say is now that we are here in this new place, why do you have to paint me as a heroin addict?
Once a heroin addict, always a heroin addict.
Oh, you really think so, Brenda?
I really think so.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick of sight without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for ending you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down into the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream, are we having fun yet? Yet, 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 no, no, yet, 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 no, no. It's not like you didn't know that. I said I love you and I swear I still do. And it must have been so bad, 'cause living with me must have damn near killed you. And this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for ending you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down into the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream, are we having fun yet? Yet, 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 no, no, yet, 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 no, no, yet, 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 no, no, yet, 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 no, no. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for ending you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down into the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream, are we having fun yet? Yet, 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 having fun yet? Yet, yet, are we having fun yet? Yet, yet, are we having fun yet? Yet, yet, no, no.
Okay, Audie, that was pretty convincing. I want you to know that I acknowledge the work you put into it, and I know you're more than a heroin addict, and I knew at the time you were more than a heroin addict, even if I didn't show it.
Well, thank you.
But, this is but with a little b, not a big B. This is a small thing, but being around somebody like that, I just needed to get out, and I feel like you've resented me for it ever since.
Well, a little bit, because I think you should have taken Johnson with you. I thought that was a stupid mistake. I was on heroin.
I thought it would wake you up.
You thought leaving me with your ghost baby would wake me up from heroin. You should have taken the ghost baby with you and had me go on intervention. I mean, that's what any sane person would have done.
You got on you think intervention would have worked? You got on Dr. Drew and gave Dr. Drew a bunch of reasons why you think it's okay to do heroin. Why would that work?
You didn't even contact Dr. Drew until after Johnson had already been taken. Too little, too late, sister.
Well, my bad for thinking that love would get somebody off of drugs.
Well, and then you come back and you say, oh, this whole time you had been spending with Sean Gee over there in Cleveland, wherever the fuck you said he was at. And all this time I'm over there struggling, thinking, oh, I just lost Johnson. Brenda's going to be so mad at me. Brenda's going to be so mad at me because you're off having a vacation with Sean Gee.
You weren't struggling, Artie. You were sitting there in oblivion.
Oh, is that what you think?
You were
Because I think
nodding
it was
off
a
all
lot.
day. I know
yeah.
it.
Well, I think it was a lot different than that. You know, I didn't go outside for days. I was so depressed. I stayed
You
inside
didn't go
and I didn't see
outside
the
for days because you hooked up an IV to you at a certain point.
No, it's because I didn't go outside because I was so depressed. You know, I didn't go outside. I didn't see the sunshine for 3 damn days. And all you think is I just sat there and had a good drugged out, blissed out time. No. Shortly after Johnson left, I finished the last of my heroin and I went through withdrawal of him and the heroin and you wouldn't know anything about that because you were gone.
You know how bad I felt when I was sitting there, fueling up on heartaches and cheap wine, not hearing from you for 3 damn nights?
I bet it felt really bad, but not as bad as I felt looking at your picture on the nightstand. In fact, I put it away. Living my life in a slow hell. Different girl every night at the hotel. I ain't seen the sunshine in 3 damn days. Been fueling up on cocaine and whiskey. Wish I had a good girl to miss me. Sean, I wonder if I'll ever change my way. I put your picture away. Sat down and cried today. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to her. I put your picture away. Sat down and cried today. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to her.
I called you last night in the hotel. Everyone knows, but they won't tell. But their half-hearted smiles tell me something just ain't right. I've been waiting on you for a long time, fueling up on heartaches and cheap wine. I ain't heard from you in 3 damn nights. I put your picture away. I wonder where you've been. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. I put your picture away. I wonder where you've been. I can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. Saw you yesterday with an old friend.
It was the same old same, how have you been?
Since you've been gone, my world's been dark and gray.
You reminded me of brighter days.
I hoped you were coming home to stay. I was headed to church.
I was off to drink you away. I thought about you for a long time. Can't seem to get you off my mind. I can't understand why we're living life this way. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways.
just called to say I want you to come back home. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home. I just called to say I love you. Come back home.
I'm just glad that after we got it all figured out, we were able to spend a little bit of time together before the world ended.
I know. And you coming to me and telling me you wanted to have a baby of your own? I mean, that really meant a lot to me.
It meant a lot to me too. I really wish we had been able to have the baby, or even like, you know, its spirit in your stomach or something. Just some sort of semblance of the life it would have been.
Yeah, and you know, you gave up heroin for it, and that's character development.
That is character development, you know. Seeing Johnson get twisted up by Latricia really changed me, you know. It showed me that that was directly my fault, you know. If I hadn't been on heroin, I wouldn't have called that nanny who turned out to be Ghost Baby Protective Services, who then ended up giving my baby to Latricia. And that's what cleaned me up.
And you know what, Audie? If I wouldn't have left that day with Johnson for those 3 nights, then none of this would have happened either. And maybe if I were a better mother, maybe if I was a better wife, none of this would have happened.
Well, we could beat ourselves up all day and for the rest of eternity about what could have happened or what could not have happened, but honestly, this is where we are. And at the end of the day, I really would give anything for you and for Johnson, even as the Antichrist, and for our unborn baby that never was.
Oh, Audie, I love when you speak these sweet words to me.
Well, Brenda, you know, I originally sang this for Johnson, but it rings just as true for you, too, you know. You are the reason for everything to me. You are everything that there ever was and ever will be, and I'm so glad that we are going to be able to spend eternity together, because I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning. I never meant to do those things to you, and so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you. I'm sorry that I hurt you. It's something I must live with every day, and all the pain I put you through, I wish that I could take it all away and be the one who catches all your tears. That's why I need you to hear I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you. never meant to do those things to you. And so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know I found a reason for me to change who I used to be. A reason to start over new. And the reason is you. I found a reason to show a side of me you didn't know. A reason for all that I do. And the reason is you.
Artie, thank you. I love you.
I love you too, Brenda.
And nothing else may exist, but I know love exists. But
As long as we're together, love will always exist, Brenda.
I'm really scared. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this means. I don't know if meaning is even a thing anymore. If everything we've been told our entire lives is false. If we're just going to be these consciousnesses floating around in nothing. We're not even floating.
Yeah, we're just sort of existing, but I guess that's all we can ask for, right? I mean, at least we didn't cease. I would give anything to spend all eternity with you by your side, I guess. I mean, I'm imagining I'm by your side. I guess this is all sort of imaginary at this point.
I'm imagining I'm the big spoon and you're the little spoon, just how you like it. And I'm sitting right behind you, whispering in your ear all of these things.
I can feel your hard clitoris in my back.
Oh, I can feel myself pressing up against you harder because it just feels so good to press it up against something when it gets like that.
I love you so much, Brenda. I would give anything to hold you.
I would give anything to hold you, Artie.
Just know that no matter what happens, no matter what comes next, even if I cease to exist, or you cease to exist, or we exist without each other, I will always be with you, and I will always love you.
And I will always love you, my child, my lover, my everything.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom.
8, 7, 6,
Commencing countdown, engines
4,
on.
3, 2.
Check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Love the guitar part right here.
Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows! Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Bonnie? Here am I floating around my tin can, far above the moon. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
You people don't do anything.